So hello everyone, once again welcome back in our video series of C programming by TechBooster. So guys, here in this video we'll start with strings. So what do we mean by string and why do we need string here in our C language? So here you can see string is a sequence of character used to store any information. Like in our previous videos we have already learned what is a character. So string is nothing but a sequence of character. Like if you want to write any word, like if you want to use the word TechBooster, so here TECH space then BOOSTER, all these are our characters, and combining all these characters we can get our string. So in our programming, whenever you want to use all these words or sequence of words, you can use this string. So this concept of string is very important for us. Now here you can see string is nothing but a 1D array terminated by a null character. So what do you mean by null character? So first of all, you need to understand the string is nothing but a 1D array which will consist of your characters and terminated by a null character. So I will give you proper example which will make all these things very clear. So don't worry. First of all, let us see the syntax how to create a string. So this is our syntax. Here you can see our string will always start with our char data type. Then we'll have the name of our string. You can use any name, and then we need to use this square bracket as string is nothing but a 1D array. And then if you want to directly enter your string manually, you can use this equal, and within this double quote you can use your string. So how to create your string? For this, let me just open my code block and start with our example. So here I have already created a file named as string use, and here we will start with our header file. So my header file here will be include stdio.h. Okay, so this is my header file. Then we'll have our main function, and now in order to define any of your string, we'll have to consider char data type, and then let me name my string to be a, and then this is my array. Okay, now here I will consider my string as manual input. So here I can write anything. Let me write my name Manoj. Okay, Manoj. So I am done. So this is my string. Now if you want to print this particular string, in that case you need to know the format specifier. Like in case of your integer we have used %d, in case of character we have used %c. But here in this case, while using your string, you need to use %s. So this is the format specifier here. So now let me use my format specifier. So printf %s comma a. So I am done. Now we'll have return 0, and once you run this particular program, you will have this particular string Manoj. So you can see we have our string Manoj. Now what do we mean by the term null character, that all our string will be terminated by a null character? So in order to understand that, first of all let us check the size of this particular string. A string is nothing but combination of character. Each and every character is of 1 byte. So basically here in this case, if I consider this particular string, here I have 5 characters. So my size here should be 5. So let me check out the size. Printf size is %d, and here what I'll write is size of a. Okay, so at the end you need to use this semicolon, and now once you run this particular program, you will get the size of this particular string. So according to our previous knowledge, here our size should be 5, but once you run this one, you can see here my size here is 6. My size here is 6, it's not 5. Why? Because here at the end of your string we will always have a /0, that is your null character. You can see this is my null character, which is nothing but your /0. Null character is defined by your /0. Let me make this one more clear. So in order to make this one more clear, I can also write my string in this form. Let me write char a and here instead of using this double quote, what I can do, I can consider my like manual input while learning about your array. In there we have seen, in order to consider any of your elements in array, you need to use this curly bracket, and within a curly bracket you can consider elements. Now here, as we will be having characters, so I need to use this single quote, and within this single quote I can use my character. So let me write Datta, so D U T T A. Okay, so this is my Datta. So here what I need to do, at the end of this particular A, I need to use /0, which will define the termination of this particular string. But if I don't use this /0, what will be my output? So here in this case, if I want to print, let me name it as B. If I want to print B, here I need to have a /n for a new line, and this is my B, again /n. So here in my first case, my output will be Manoj, and in my second case my output should be Datta. So now once you run this one, here you can see I have Datta, but after my Datta, again what I am doing, I am printing Manoj. After my Datta, again I am printing Manoj. So this one should not have been printed. Why am I getting this one? If I like comment out this particular line, if I comment out this line, now again if you run this one, okay, so here I need to comment this one because here I don't have anything called as A. Now once you run this one, you can see after my Datta I am having some other characters. This is not terminated here. After my Datta I am having some other character. Why? Because here I haven't used /0, that is I have not terminated my string. So here once you use this particular thing, that is your /0, now once you run your program, you will get your specific string Datta. Now once you run this one, you can see you have your specific string Datta. So that is the reason you need to always use this /0. But once you use this double quote, there in that case you need not use /0. That will automatically be considered by your C language or by your compiler. So I hope now you are clear with how to create your string and what is the importance of this /0. So now once we are done, now here let us see how to consider a manual, how to consider a user input. This was our manual input. Now if you want to allow your user to enter any of your string, in that case what your user can do. So as of now, let me just clear these lines, and here let me define my string as A. Okay, so now while you want to allow your users to input any of their characters, in that case within this square bracket you need to mention this size, that is number of characters you are allowing your users to enter. So here you can enter any size, but you need to remember the size that you will be entering here, your particular user will be allowed to store that particular number of characters only. Like here if I use 30, in that case my user cannot input more than 30 characters. So I am done with this one. Now what I will do, I will use my printf function to print my message. Like I want to write enter your name. Now here in this case, in order to consider input from my user, I need to use my scanf function. This is my scanf. Here we need to use our format specifier. My format specifier here will be as we are considering string. Then here in this case I need to use this address operator and then A. So once we are done, now in order to print this one, again I will use printf, name is %s and then comma A. Okay, so I am done, and once you run this one, here you can see, once you run this one, here you need to enter your name. Let me enter Lipika, and once you press enter, You can see name is Lipika. So this is the way how you can allow your users to input any string. And here in this case, even though if you don't use this address operator, like if I don't use this address operator, even in that case you won't get any error. And here once again, if I run this particular program, you can see, so here if I enter my name to be Deepjyoti now, Deepjyoti, and once you press enter, you can see you will have your output. So here we can conclude that without using our address operator here, we can have our output, because as we are considering an array here, so our initial address will automatically be calculated. So guys, this is up to you. If you want, you can use your address operator, or if you don't want to use, even then you will have your output. Now let me show you another thing here in this case. Like if I run this particular program, and here in this case, if I enter two words, like if I enter my name to be Manoj Datta, so here what I have done, I have used a space in between my two words. Now once you press enter, you can see your compiler will only consider your first string or first word. Once you use this space here, your next word won't be considered. So how to get rid of this one? How to get rid of this particular effect? So in order to get rid of this thing, here in our string we have two other functions, that is your gets and puts. Get is normally used to get input from your user, and put is used to print your output. Like here in place of your scanf, I can use gets. So let me just comment this line, and here what I will do, I will use gets A. Okay. Now if I run this particular thing, and here in this case, if I write anything, like if I write Manoj Datta, and once you press enter, you can see now my complete name will be considered Manoj Datta. You can write anything, like here if I write I am from TechBooster. So once you press enter, you can see you will have your complete string. This is the use of writing gets function. Similarly, in place of this printf, you can use puts. So here I have my puts. Now once again, if I run this one, here you can again consider any string with having space and all, like you can write Deepjyoti Burman, and once you press enter, you will have your output Deepjyoti Burman. So guys, this is the way how you can consider your string and how you can print it using your gets and puts function. So I hope now your string is clear, and with this I will be winding this video here. In my next video, we will cover some other function that come under your string header file. So we'll see you in my next video. Till then, you can practice all these things and move forward towards our next video. So guys, bye bye and take care.